In 2021, Cardano garnered a fair bit of buzz following the successful launch of the much-anticipated Shelly updates, which introduced delegation and incentive schemes, in addition to a reward system, all of which are channeled towards driving stake pools and community adoption, given its core proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. The Cardano network is powered by a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm known as Ouroboros. The Cardano team consists of a group of engineers spearheaded by its founder Charles Hoskinson, who also happens to be Ethereum's co-founder and the CEO of IOHK, the foremost company behind the Cardano project. Many crypto enthusiasts and expert traders believe 2021 is likely the year that Cardano explodes in terms of adoption, user growth, and of course, the price of its native currency, ADA. You can find out more about Cardano's technology as well as the ongoing infrastructure progress on the Cardano network by subscribing to our channel, Crypto Lion. We upload videos at the same time every day, in which we observe and analyze different cryptocurrency price predictions and bring our own forecast in the end. Hi everybody and welcome again to Crypto Lion. Today we're going to be answering the question of whether or not Cardano is set to hit the $10 mark, if this is possible even, and how this could be the game changer we've all been excited about in the Cardano space over the past couple of months. So before we get into this, I'd like to emphasize on the concept of ADA and Cardano, since I would be using both these terms interchangeably. Sometimes I'm going to be referring to the price of ADA by simply calling it the price of Cardano. So as not to get it twisted, technically Cardano is the blockchain network that powers the existence of its native cryptocurrency, ADA. As always, don't forget to look through the description section for some useful links, as I'm going to be leaving off some special links for our viewers to sign up on Binance and get a lifetime discount of 5% off on trading fees when they sign up via the link in the description, as well as many other useful links, so always be sure to check out the description box. If you're looking for in-depth yet easy to understand cryptocurrency information, all you need to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications on this channel by hitting the notification bell to get daily updates on events and trends in the cryptocurrency market. And again, if you just recently keyed into the world of cryptocurrencies and you feel overwhelmed by the myriad of information you come across on a daily basis or would like to have first-hand knowledge on every happening in the space, don't sweat it, as Crypto Lion is here to guide you on the journey to make the best financial decisions when it comes to cryptocurrency-related investments and trading. The introduction of the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism in conjunction with staking and incentives for network governance and block making on the Cardano mainnet allowed holders of ADA to either create their own stake pool to become a block maker on the network, or on the flip side, to be a user to delegate ADA on the stake pools on the network to earn rewards for participating in the consensus process. As a result of this, the utility of ADA, the native token of the Cardano blockchain network, increased tremendously, while participation amongst data holders in the operation of the network by way of delegation reached impressive levels very quickly in the network, in terms of percentage of engagement. Obviously, the introduction of the Shelly era in July 29th of 2020 entailed the development of a foundation for a decentralized network, one that's capable of impressive scalability. And now, in 2021, the real momentum is just getting started. With the release of the Mary hard fork upgrade that inaugurated native multi-asset support onto the Cardano mainnet, we can consider it the proverbial black powder poised to explode for Cardano. And in fact, very soon, users and organizations, both those who are tech-savvy as well as those who are not, would be able to create their own digital tokens or assets on the Cardano mainnet. These tokens can and will be used to create a wide variety of use cases on the Cardano network, such as non-fungible tokens, collectibles, stablecoins, DeFi governance tokens, you name it. For those of you who don't know what the term fungible tokens or fungibility means, well, it means an asset is interchangeable with another asset of the same type. So non-fungible tokens are unique. That said, the ability for users to create their own digital tokens unlocks the capacity for the development of usable decentralized applications that leverage Cardano's mainnet as a transactional ledger. In contrast to Ethereum, which uses smart contract standards like ERC20 for fungible tokens, or ERC721 or ERC1155 for non-fungible tokens, Cardano would enable the creation of new tokens natively on the blockchain through a command line interface or CLI or an application programming interface or API. This means that you don't need to deploy a contract to get started creating your own assets. This approach is a groundbreaking phenomenon in the entire cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem, as it's entirely unique and something we haven't seen so much of in the crypto space. And I think it's going to be really beneficial for developers and non-technical users as well to be able to create tokens on a single multi-asset ledger. A positive side effect of this is that users and developers would not have to fumble with smart contract addresses in order to manage their tokens, but they'll be managed largely in the same way as one manages their wallet of ADA. Certainly with just very little difference, like the asset creator and the owner of the key for the asset creator to modify the supply of their token, for example. Another advantage to the Cardano blockchain is that the overall complexity exposed to the user or the developer on Cardano is reduced by building a multi-asset, multi-token support natively into the main ledger, rather than creating an abstraction of the ledger as an additional layer to construct like a smart contract, to create, manage, and account for them. With no extra logic required to manage these tokens, and thus there are fewer areas where user-created bugs and vulnerabilities in a token contract become detrimental to the token economy. The principal currency, which is the base free-bearing cryptocurrency in a token economy or the currency in which fees would be paid for these tokens, will be by default the ADA cryptocurrency that is core to the Cardano ecosystem. This gives further utility to the ADA that the users are holding within the ecosystem. Currently, Cardano is at the Goguen milestone, a developmental update to the Cardano mainnet which is composed of two major components that would make up the robust smart contract and decentralized application ecosystem, and that's the Plutus and the Marlow, with the former being the core scripting language for smart contracts on Cardano, and the latter being a tool with which non-technical or people who can't code can create smart contracts on Cardano with. It's essential to keep track of these two big elements as they would be forming the bedrock of every decentralized application on the Cardano mainnet for years to come. Cardano is a public blockchain driven by a scientific approach philosophy, along with the ambitious plan to create an interoperable, secure, and scalable multi-asset ledger with a platform for verifiable smart contracts. Hence the division of its development lifecycle into multiple different phases, which includes the Byron era, the Shelley era, the Goguen era, the Basho era, and the Voltaire era. In light of the price of ADA potentially exploding to reach the $10 mark, and looking at the various updates on Cardano, given the initiation of the Goguen era, smart contract integration, the launch of the Merry hard fork, the introduction of multi-asset support, among others, has got Cardano enthusiasts and cryptocurrency analysts saying that what will likely happen in response to this multi-asset floodgate is that the floodgates would open for a wide variety of projects, starting to build their presence on Cardano, both in the enterprise or the startup ecosystems. For example, the DeFi projects in the space would be able to structure their economics and the governance models in addition to the eagerly awaited peer-to-peer banking projects in Africa, which will be able to kick off their work on the mainnet, along with a variety of other projects. With Goguen and the aforementioned Plutus and Marlow components, along with a KEVM implementation to allow Solidity contracts from Ethereum and others to be deployed on Cardano as well, the Cardano network is poised to be a breeding ground for dApps in the future. According to a most recent update from the Cardano community, the Goguen era, which is slated for a Q2 2021 release, is likely to be the spark that sets off the explosive growth in the price of ADA. On the back of the new users and developers coming into the Cardano space, which would mean more demand and utility for the native ADA cryptocurrency, and an influx of value to the market cap. So here we are again at the end of today's video. Once again, this is cryptocurrency forecasting, so always keep in mind that these predictions are based off of personal opinion, as I'm not an expert trader nor a financial advisor. However, I'm just a cryptocurrency enthusiast like yourself. So always do your own research and consult your financial advisor before you buy into any cryptocurrency we discuss. Don't forget to drop your questions or suggestions in the comment section below, and we'll respond to them as soon as we can. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the like button and turn on post notifications by tapping on the bell icon to watch more interesting videos from Crypto Lion as soon as they're uploaded. Good luck and happy investing.
You